There we go, looks like we're up and running. So, hello everybody and welcome back to the big finale of Danganronpa 2. Kinda cut it a bit short last time as we were about to really get into the heavy stuff, so yeah, we might as well pick it up from there, right? That's right, it's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I'd never felt before. Fear like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone, with nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia, like everyone was gone. I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. And screaming. Rushed out of the college, desperate to escape that fear. Rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Rushed out of the cottage, oh god. I think I broke it. Well, at the cottage, I ran into her. Okay? Hajime, good timing. Good timing, what do you mean? Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with a bomb ruckus, what about it? Well? Apparently there was more to that message inside the laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it right now? We're just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it, the restaurant. Okay, person who has also completely vanished and is no longer around anymore. Hajime snapped. Hey, you're late! Is it true Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her! She was the one who found it! I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well!
Coincidence you say? Wrong! That is the will of causality guiding you! Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed
Damn
that!
right!
He's also kind of dead. So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? What? It shouldn't be Dungeons & Dragons! I know I updated it! It said it updated! It should be updated! What the hell? Anyway. If so, congratulations! Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. And the way he hoped it would?
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn, it was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer and he even tried to make them survive the trial? Why would he do that? Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. But if everyone but the traitor's watching this video, then unfortunately, I guess I lost. The outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believed in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me. Now then, let's put that meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised, I mean... Okay. Future Foundation traitor must have known that truth all along. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. Shouldn't have made fun of Hajime deep down. I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. Damn it. Dang it, monitor, stop messing up. But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation's raising all your hopes, but only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone paragraphs that someone is. You see me off plus hell and ice to and but happy, it's happy ors? Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to entering the place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle. Well, normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place, but since that message got rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monami, but that has nothing to do with me. You guys will think you're not gonna die or something. Stop it, don't stop 12. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then I'll announce the password. 11037. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter the specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. Feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
That was Nagito's final message. That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. There's no mistake, it's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey.
You better hurry. I think let's go before the countdown reaches 0. Right, let's go. Alright, dead people, let's go. I pretend to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Is it snowing? Also, I think things are colored a bit differently now. Somehow, it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
So unreliable to freak out like that. You're a man, aren't you? Hey, she's showing up as ghostly visions. She's still annoying me. There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
Do it!
Damn right, it's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the tough way I keep with me? Hey, now's not the time to fuck around. It's going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. Shut up. Hell, don't treat me like a kid.
Your leader's
Believe that hope lies beyond the point. That is your leader's order. Oink, 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 oink. What was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. I said, you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
Hajime, the password, please. Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be fine.
1037, right? There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. I don't even get to enter it myself. On this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. Dang it, game stopped glitching out on me.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go?
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is everything falling to pieces. This world? Uh-oh. Well, big kaboom. Stage clear? Yeah, that's how chapter 5 ends. There's a reason why I kind of stopped it right there, because, yeah. I think my game's falling apart. And we got Chiaki's backpack. Chapter 0, heading to the school trip. Well, y'all ready for some messed up shit? Cause things gonna get crazy. It'd be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. Every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. Didn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Oh, that's right. That's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you care to talk a little, science was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character, the overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. Under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Kumaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So to share a room with a person like that? Yep, definitely lucky. Lucky. Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well, huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? Oh, boring. Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They're profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level, and because of these bastards, this world's come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Hell, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. Makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. What are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people as the talent too. It's now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to be, even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. That doesn't look like Nagito's hand. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate. And explain your hand. Not this. At the end of the bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? Can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that Wait, huh? Why? Hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh? Oh, look out the window. Finally here. Starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? Wonder what's gonna happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict that. What will happen? Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. Seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Wasn't that ominous? Huh? What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Is the game starting over? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient room with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then... why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. We were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island, but... where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the
Can you first stop
gymnasium
becoming
immediately.
discombobulated? Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said. He said, welcome to Hope's Peak Academy, but why did this place be Hope's Peak Academy and not just that? What's the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? It's never that easy. The hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. This doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? The building that Monokuma made to startle us just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? And I'll go and definitely clear things up. Oh my. Well, things are getting weird. What do you think is going on, Link Bahamut? And why is there an Egyptian eye on the AV room now? It's here, right? Alright, going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not gonna cower away anymore. I brace myself and cautiously open the door. It's weird. Oh, that's one way to put it. It's the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Hits himself with the confusion. What are you, a Pokemon now? I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of the door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime!
Yo!
You heard the announcement I came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something?
That is...
It's because you're playing. Well, that would explain it. That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
Right, any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you?
You? Hey, where are we? Why'd you look us up this time? What a shock! I just told you this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
But it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that? I don't believe it. Versace is here, you think? Maybe. He might just be lurking. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserve to be ruined for. What do you mean?
Like this.
Well, anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went through all the trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh, well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit, just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I'm not certain on my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin.
In other words,
That means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey.
What do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my, are you minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
way!
It's nothing to be cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. Yeah, there was that little thing that says Versace has just started watching and all that. It's just a simple graduation exam. And what is the graduation exam? Well, as headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world's like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? Ralph is gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
Rank 2 and streaming this game? Well, I kind of doubt many people are actually streaming this right now. So it's not that surprising. You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
You guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I dispersed all the teaching material you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever, otherwise the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like he said, he keeps insisting this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible,
What
right?
are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible!
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I want to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? It's many things I don't understand have happened on the island. Building is really Hope's Peak Academy? This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? Finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I want to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. The moment you're born into the world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody, that's all. Really? There were that many people streaming Danganronpa 2, huh? I really am a nobody? Then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means... I'm doing alright, and Kiba's not here at the moment. Future Foundation wasn't our enemy, that's the only thing I can think of.
Serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we were really tricked by Monokuma?
However,
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if they are our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own? Jackie said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. We're gonna get out of here safely. We have to do that graduation exam, right?
Annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been so far?
Right!
So, about Fat Byakuya? You mean the fact that it wasn't really Byakuya and it was really the ultimate imposter? I started my Final Fantasy marathon way before, well, it was like, I don't know, it was like 6, maybe more months before 15 came out. Alright, I'm gonna do it!
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope's Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore, if we could just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? Oh, given the fact that Fat Byakuya was the first to die and didn't really do anything. If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means. Hell yes. He's right, now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, we need to leave this island with the others. We've sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking, so why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. Damn, so he was the perfect imposter, yep. You should already know that we never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? What are we even looking for? Did we just have to investigate this weird-ass building? Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now. Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot think you're running ahead without being cautious? She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situation where we need to exchange each other's lives. So we should not do our best as well. It's like they say, it's not scary if everyone stops at a green light. What? If we stopped at the green light, we never reach our goal.
You're pathetic.
Kanai already took off on her own. Might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. It takes a lot of guts to be as useless as Byakuya. Then let's get this over with and go home. Now go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Not to mention the complete collapse of the entire world and all that. That would depress anybody. Byakuya? Yes, let's just call Nyakuya, the fake Byakuya, Nyakuya. The brief words, Fuyuhiko left the
excuse
gym.
me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. And you took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium. Miss Sonia! Sonia, please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Kazumichi chased after Sonia, who just departed and left the gym. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Time to investigate. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. This Monokuma is doing too? He's trying to confuse us again. I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this is gonna make me back down. Burn it with hot cheese? Oh my. There's no way. This is a strange feeling, is it not? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am.
Is it just me? Let's see, what doors can we open? Can I open that one? I can see the Matrix. Oh, no, that one's blocked. Oh, there's something on the ground over there. Is this a dojo? Those strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. That's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first you ask? That depends on the person. Oh, just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. I don't look at it. I don't look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Picked up the manga from off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are the Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talents as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. This persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with the research of talent. So they decide to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. Is that an otter? I think it's supposed to be a cat. For this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by the incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? It was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic, there's no way these incidents really happen, right? This manga only mentions the name, so I don't really know the details, but it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make any sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The research department. The department was only built to collect money. That's one of those reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I'm trying to think of many anime cats that have whiskers. That's weird. You're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey,
Why did you forget that you were a part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known, but even before you entered, that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. You want me to say?
By the way,
Based on my assumptions, the Future Foundation might have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Raymond has whiskers but no ears, but he is also a cat robot. Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself, huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that was embarrassed to you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Man, what the heck? Apparently we got the reserve department bullet. Now we can't go in there. Oh, now the goes. Like, that's not there we go. Oh! This classroom's open. And another book. This is another manga. It's lying on top of the desk. And this one is... I don't think the cats in Sailor Moon have whiskers. Manga for morons, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, huh? Isn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? That's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt and it's the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Think this manga will I be able to learn more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. No duh. I don't think it did. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began to work in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the reserve corps students who have long been satisfied with how they have been treated. And the uprising began, and that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, the incident would lead to the horrifyingly devastating incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited, Danganronpa 0. A heavy sigh closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. He always has to lead up to something offensive. It seriously pisses me off, but ultimate hope. I know I mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. Nagito said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. Hope only a genius who possesses various talents. First they give me one of the talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve course. Right, the reserve department. I already said that the reserve course students in the reserve department began uprising, then what about me? Was I a participant too? Oh, that's not possible. There's no way I have no reason to do something like that. I learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? Yeah, the incident was it. There's this other student that isn't Izuru. A certain student who used that incident to their advantage. Who is that? The incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. Mysteries just keep piling up. Maybe now we're supposed to go to... Yep, the biolab. That's because always animating those kind of things is hard. What the hell's with this room? It's freaking cold in here! I'm in a freezer or something. Just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. Should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Anyway, the next one will obviously be about this incident. Yes! Why do I have to keep on saying that long string of words? So what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Go through the pages of the manga and hope that I was right. Oh, you'd be surprised. I mean, anybody who's read Hunter x Hunter knows about lazy artwork in manga. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. Incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is so grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of the creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet, fostering a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. Horin? Is that who you're referring to, Versace? As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. Media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world had realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. War waged in the name of despair. War fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. Because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? Well, the explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers worked software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair, and with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. It wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest... Yes, we get it. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friend, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? I would enjoy reading something like this. Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is this messed up manga? I thought you obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's a feature validation fault though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. Yes, that happened during your period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it. There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you all the clues here are real? Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. See, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. As the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Let's see, when the 3 on streak, when most guys have more than 3 spread on. Yeah, that is true. That's definitely have more than just 3 whiskers. I know Kiba has more than that on his little schnoz. Trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we want to stay on this island, but there's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like now. Perhaps, no, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, when the world is this ultimate despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who guides Hope Peak Academy to its destruction. Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. They're known as Ultimate Despair. They're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess they would have to be called Ultimates. Then, killing for involved and connected to them as well. I guess I'm gonna freeze to death. I have my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? I have a feeling that, yep. This room's over now. No, she ignored it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. Jeez. I went inside this room. That bear was suddenly here. He kept glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gotta be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't wanna do that either.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Oh, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What do you need to tell me? It's about a key information that you've been waiting for. It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about Ultimate Despair. Huh? Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima? As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There is one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a second, I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Yes, Junko is indeed crazy, Iron Shades. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. She even recruited people who would have... Oh, she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what's their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do all of that without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the Ultimate Despairs one by one. She controlled their despairs by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their mind. And so, the Ultimate Despairs who have been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children, they dedicated all despair they could escape, so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, They completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy at Hope Peak Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Juko had the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
course.
They fulfilled their roles as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so 2,357 students at the reserve department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
You say?
All 2,357 students? I wonder how they picked that number. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded. How is that? Me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Juko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Juko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Hey, Fuyuhika, is it true what you said? Juko Enoshima is really dead? What? You didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in the Bloody Classroom. Bloody Classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the Killing School Life? Like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Host Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind that failed Killing School Life was Juko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Juko Enoshima is dead.
like,
It turns out the Killing School Life was a part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Host Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Students of Host Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing? Students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Juko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the student she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by despair she created, she took her own life. Junko is no more? No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Juko Enoshima isn't alive anymore, then who is our enemy? Junko Enoshima is already dead. Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that Killing School Life. Well, I don't know what the hell, who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
no shit.
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. This is really an imitation. Are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting this somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? You have more updates. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw
What
it.
are you gonna
Oh,
do?
well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time. We're getting closer to clearing my character out. You're not making sense again. Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. And suddenly we're on a different floor. Huh? Changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Let's see, which rooms are we supposed to go into now? Oh, okay, that's the stairs, and of course we can't go that way. Damn it, spots, get out of my vision. I guess we don't have to go to the bathroom, and... Oh, hey! Maybe the music room will actually serve a purpose here. Well then! That's ominous looking. This looks like the music room. I can see something strange. Oh, there's both a hologram over here and a big monument. It says words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Floating letters are forming a sentence. Touch it. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. On further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. There are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. It's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins. We still haven't located them either. We will continue to investigate this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. Seems we can now proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. What is the Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Including Chiaki, who was a part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what do survivors mean? They're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I kind of feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we lost. Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? Not just that, the marks engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak. Yes, that's what it just said. Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. And we completely made it up. That's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. That's true. Chiaki should have made that clear to us. Now, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then destroy the enemy must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most... Yes, we got it. Who caused the incident? Let's just call it that whenever that shows up. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? Only Future Foundation facility found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. There really is a research facility on this island. There should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. Of course there's going to be a whole bunch of mysteries. And here we go, to the Teacher's Lounge. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably in the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. I know you mention it does look like that.
No.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Oh, we got another floating hologram. It's floating in the air like the music room from earlier. Looks like the passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. You should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Oshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For that reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the incident is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? It's the subject's written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that, our names I've seen before. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Saionji is written there. What is this newspaper? Well, apparently she finally stopped being a lolly. What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. It was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was definitely pretty much her defining feature. The photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean? She's even wearing the exact same kimono. That lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Saionji here. Oh then, Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it yourself. That's not Hyoko. No, that's not Junko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Well, it's not like it was that close to her or anything. Wrong! She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Saionji family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko! Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Well, regardless, all the
feeling
clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
The heck, this is the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hyoko in this newspaper? Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
She the new ultimate waifu now? I don't know, it's kinda hard to top waifu Kyoko. Could it be related to the list of subjects? Well, Oribuki. The ultimate lolly. Oh, she's not apparently a lolly anymore. Could it be related to the list of subjects over there?
This is bad.
List of subject maybe means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? Ultimate fungus. Some kind of experiment. It would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written in the blackboard under the list of subjects. What kind of experiment was it? What's going on? Better not have anything to do with time travel. Still, one other thing we gotta look at. Family overwhelming portraits hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name mentioned in the placard says North Peak Academy founder Izuru Kamukura. Ultimate Jamaican Funk Shrooms? Founder of Host Peak Academy and its name, Izuru Kamukura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another oddity. Okay, with this you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage. Stage? On the third floor. Damn it, not again. Always different from the last time. I guess when the flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. How can he do that? Now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. Hey, did someone put wireframe mode on or something? Go in there. Oh, can't go to the physics lab. Stairs we kind of traverse. What? Okay, there it is. I was confusing myself. I don't think that's how windows work. Billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. Hard to think if this room actually existed inside a school. Oh god, the billiards are possessed. And what's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. We decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? The Future Foundation was protecting us. Why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse.
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little hacking here and there to get them.
Can you even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No! Oh, who cares about me anyway? But that's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect to everything to what's happening right now. It's the Kuma for some cash. It's a file with Host Peak Academy seal on it. It's confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we'll birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. All was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. The word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but something about these words. True Hope, huh? I do believe that's it for here. And we're already on the second floor. It's like been a deafened hallway again. Pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this place? Am I dreaming or something? I think this is totally disconnected from reality. Akane, you feeling okay?
It smells.
It's very close. Someone is coming. Nice switching your nose and examining your surroundings.
Based on my
They're
gut
definitely
feeling.
real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see, my gut feeling is... They're both! He's right, they're both. Both? What do you mean? Don't know any idea, so it's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Let's see, okay, I can go this way. Ah, there we go. We can see where we can actually enter now. Yeah, it's the white things on the map that we can go into. This must be a library. Monokuma probably does something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Telegram again. Must be another one of Future Foundation's emails. Read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. Future Foundation 14th Division Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. 6 of you joined this Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperate with recovering your memories. Merely return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Does that mean that you must suggest that someone's trying to let the remnants of despair escape? The email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Yeah, looks like that's all that's here. Okay, yeah, that's going in the right direction. Hopefully we'll actually get to walk on the floor again soon. And suddenly we're in the laundry room. Did I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power's on too. Is this the next clue? Picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World program? Or Neo World? Didn't recall hearing about it and seeing it a few times already. Neo World program has another name, Psychotherapeutic Communication Stimulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, Ultimate Neurologist, and Ultimate Therapist are among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. Mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subject to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Although it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. No way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flag more in order to clear my character route. Well then, despair is waiting for you. So this is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too?
Hiya!
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it.
Well, we're officially seeing the Matrix now. This hallway, when we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. Keep in his wild imagination. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh god. Oh, hello, Sonia. Okay, so she doesn't go all wireframey.
Familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? Placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. The nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh? I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck?
Oh god, Monokuma is completely glitched out.
The moment you discover the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear.
Oh my. Is this 2001?
Is this floating? That's It's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this, but what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at the object... Hey, don't you look familiar? Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. I'd be happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. I can talk, but who are you? Alter Ego, an artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only Observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment buildings, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. The virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. Because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Is that feeling familiar again? The floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. Like I can't feel my feet or the ground, like I can't even believe in my own existence. You should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where the research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place, the answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. Since the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't much time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its world. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There's no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It'd make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. The missing sense of reality, all the mysteries, all the truths. All just fiction, is that? And so I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Can you tell me, what was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one person. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. Program for creating hope, but the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Having memories is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monica was right, we did lose our school memories, but why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason, but unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's not the reason I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us, but they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. It was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. Just like the outside world has become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. How much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole my portion of my abilities, which contain my authority to build the world. It's like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back to one of complete control. Even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. Probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I tell that just by communicating with her. Maybe that supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses the Alter Ego? So does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. How did the virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it's infected through a network. I'm very certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculation, that's most likely what happened. It's brought to the Future Foundation facility, but the only person who can enter the facility is someone who was a member of Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that's what I just heard is the truth? Am I assuming that everything is a lie? But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. I'm still able to defend the essential layer, so it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay, run if you're a god in the machine. That's enough hints from you! If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable, so it can be parallel to... Things like... okay. It results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and... accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world in the situation that could outside and now it's just saying death a whole bunch. Hey, that's a familiar looking silhouette. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe you can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video feedback has been pretty distorted. Even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's influence, I can't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak directly to you. That means that working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. Looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. So who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say, and I believe they're listening to me. First, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine that something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. It's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. It's not just the virus either. Can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What do you want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037? 11037, that's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient room was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared the password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. Never thought Nagito saw it first would erase the password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it all until I get there. because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer, which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Blue screen of death.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing really.
Anyway. Oh, well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again.
Monokuma not knows what just happened. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, what about that guy just now? There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. Since Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. Nothing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might. You guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. What are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? Same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? I think that's it. Yep. Investigation time is over. Only took us an hour and a half to reach the trial this time.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
See you soon.
Red door, huh? Just waste time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, we need to finish this. Focus on that. It means this right door, right? Do I just have to go in here? Okay, that will it be finished? Like this, Trippy. Hey, we lost the HUD. Huh, this place.
Yo!
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems that this is gonna be the final place. However, this place is... Yes, we know. You've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door of the ancient room leads to. Huh, it seems pretty strange that we've been in the other building up till now. We're dreaming or something. This is a dream, and this too is very...
Welcome!
Oh, you finally arrived. Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place, to the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You could give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey,
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? Of course, if that's what you guys decide.
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seat. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
indeed.
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right?
That's the mini Maru that Kazuichi made out of Nekomaru's remains.
All
of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, will be treated as an absence and will not be counted. Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then...
And the result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there an event that's kind of like your graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do the stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right? No, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? You will to be swept away by society's harsh currents.
Shut up!
Shut up, who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
Yes?
My, which of your orifice are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. That mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
Right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it. I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
way.
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduation. This is a mere formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. Just doing it because that has to be. Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about? Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is, you said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys. There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump comment? Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive
How
you.
dare you treat him like a toy?
this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me. I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? Guess this is just the nature of life. Find them before you die. Sear my power into your memories. Okay. Oh, I guess we're at the final core prep. Let's get started.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
It's true identity. If I answer this, it will be true. Inimaru's the best character. That lie will become the truth, but no way I can leave it unanswered. Oh, come on, really? We're starting this off with a friggin' hangman's. Maybe it's virtual, I think? There's me. Okay, yeah, it is just virtual. Come on, there we go. There's you. Whoa, dang it. Damn it! There we go. It's my favorite minigame. No, it is not.
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
Oh god, the fourth wall!
That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know! The all in your minds trope makes you feel such cruel despair! But who cares? I revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line! 'Cause it's a game!
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game!
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game!
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game!
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a game!
Don't
Just
fuck with
repeating
me.
that one line.
That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
It means you're in the Matrix, Neo.
You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain, which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, not aviators, but
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
The Matrix makes it real, Line Shakes. He's talking about our memories.
Crap!
Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, I hit the wrong memories. I read too quickly and messed up. My bad.
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
We're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy? Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
It is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Leaving him really the only thing we can do? Not sure which to use here.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Wait, actually,
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered.
the list of subjects. Ah, yeah, that's what we gotta use. That's the one that has,
But your actual
Yoko.
bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
There we go.
That must be
I actually had to agree with Monokuma. Feel icky.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There was a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happen to Hyoko?
It appears Hiyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
Now hold on. We didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other. Wouldn't he have noticed a difference? That'd be Fuyuhiko, because,
You're the only one!
he actually knew someone else.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time, right?
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years' worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars.
So when do the blue people start
Are you
showing up
saying
where we start
we
having
just
dances
have
with
to
wolves
accept
flashbacks?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that. In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia, your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
If
That's a
lie
way to put it.
Is a believable lie. You're saying it might become the truth? We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here, so we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
Especially the Titty Typhoon.
That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
That's why in the end... Okay... It's all just a creation, that's the truth. Well, suddenly we're in the Matrix again. The truth is, it was all a lie. That is this world's
If
truth.
everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life. So you are saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
What?
Then, everyone who died...
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing? Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then... we were taken out.
Oh, are you guys really that stupid?
So our real enemy is the Future Foundation!
Real enemy? Is that really it? Oh, we got an 8-bit version of the... What you dealy? Let's see. Big cultivation plan, maybe? I mean, did they forget that this place was twisted around by Monokuma? That's not that. Definitely not that.
The Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here.
Not sure.
It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys! Then the
Did they
Future
forget that
Foundation
Monokuma
is
did that?
truly an organization of evil!
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here.
Okay, which one are the tragedy in the... no, not that one. No, not that one either. I mean, I would use something like some of the emails we brought for this, but I guess they just didn't get added.
It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're... Then the Future
Wait, maybe I'm supposed to use
organization
develop
of
on
evil.
it. I think?
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation.
The ones who trapped... It's all the Future Foundation.
And the enemy is the Future... I mean, a group that would make a killing
Oh,
game.
I guess not.
Crap!
I mean, that's not what it was
Neo
made
World
for.
program was
Oh wait,
developed
I'm an
by-
idiot.
The Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing.
the enemy
Hey,
is the
for
Future
some reason I
Foundation.
completely
I mean,
blanked that.
a
Oh, that was
group
there.
that-
There we go.
No, that's wrong! Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Then, why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is...
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, This island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monami.
Monami, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject.
It's also something we need to clear up. Monami or Sami's role was supposed to be was our teacher chaperone? Oh wait, I guess I thought
I see!
the observer was supposed to be Makoto.
She was the observer of
Oh
the
no,
Neo
wait.
World program.
I'm getting all
Isn't
my
that right?
technical term for this mixed up.
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait. Did you just say 15 people?
Have you forgotten how to count? We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
Which was Chiaki.
I see! Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monami, and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Then she wasn't human?
It didn't exist at all, not
No,
human?
that's not it. Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character!
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character, she was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
Now that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
Hey, what do you mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Why don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us.
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Man,
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What? World Ender? It's not the Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies with
Totally
you guys.
Makoto.
All right, I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
Makoto?
My name is Makoto Naegi. Like you, I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy. And right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Hey, what happened?
Jesus, isn't he acting a bit strange? This guy's attitude is as if...
Of course,
Cautious of us?
I don't mind rescuing you guys. But before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
Situation
Why do
we're
you
in?
think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
The Neo World program has another name. The Hope Restoration Program. By now, you should understand your true identity.
Our true identities?
aren't we the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and try thinking about it.
Oh, looks like we got ourselves a logic dive.
Time to get out the weird claw hand to try and do this properly. Tony Hawk time. But we don't get to do any sweet tricks. Who are the 15 survivors? That would be Hajime and the others. I mean, Makoto and the others, there were only 6 survivors. Ooh. Oh crap, not these stupid diamond things again. Question 2, who are the remnants of despairs? The answer to that is Hajime and the others. Don't know why they're letting this be this being the point where they make that they make you drop that bomb. Man, they really wanted us to just thread the needle here, aren't they? So, question 3. Why were Hajime and the others put into the Neo World program to recover from despair? Well, now that just ain't nice.
It's all coming together. Could it be the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys. That's right. Not only are you guys the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of Ultimate Despair!
We're all Ultimate Despair?
don't be stupid! In the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth. The 15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coups d'etats, and wars.
Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world. Despair in human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are. The ultimate despairs don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything, to burn everything, to kill everything.
We're part of a dangerous group like that?
But that's gotta be a lie!
That's right. There's no way. There's no way we're all Ultimate Despair.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing him up all of a sudden?
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside...
Oh, yeah, we already saw this earlier in the last episode where they were looking at it.
You used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Why? Why do you know something like that?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
Actually, what did he try to do to us? Telling us to answer that? Why do we need a hangman's gambit to say that he tried to kill us all? Oh god. Okay, here it comes again. Oh really? Some of them started off busted. Whoa! Now we just need another L. Yep. There you are. I don't know why we need a Hangman's Gambit for this.
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
That's right. After seeing the file, he learned that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair. And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Isn't that what they just said, Sonia?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand that feeling.
Wait, what?
Don't mess with us.
That's not
Why
something
do we have to be
Makoto would
treated like the
normally
bad
say.
guys?
There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
I don't need a twist like that. It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school. But it all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Her?
The true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair. In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
Family, friends, and our own bodies? Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Dude, he's not.
There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth!
What was that just now? A memory, but the person that was Nagito, right?
It appears you've remembered
It looks like Hajime has visions of Nagito going through his head.
Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
Good lord, there's a lot of them. You got 9
There's
different
obviously
bullets.
some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family. And you even destroyed your own bodies.
There it
That
is.
must be it. If that memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world, what Nagito did was... He cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm. What did you say? He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within it.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom?
It's just a game anyway, so why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
It's too soon to feel sick. That's not even the worst thing the ultimate despairs have done.
Oh gosh, yeah, we're gonna get into this part.
Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation.
Which I think that's supposed to be a
Others gave
Kane.
their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide. One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket.
I
Perhaps
think the
they
one
wanted
on the
to
left
see
is
her
supposed to
despair.
be Kazuichi, and the one in the lower right is Fuyuhiko.
And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's
I'm not
dead
even gonna
body.
guess about that one.
Just stop!
That's just a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit!
So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling, but there's no need to worry. If you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll definitely be saved.
Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose, after all. That's why the Neo World program was created, too.
You put us inside this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo World program was just a simulation. If we remove the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So, you're saying this was like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success. Even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope fragments, nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here. That's why all you need to do is choose graduate.
If we do that, we can get out of here?
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
By uploading our avatar's memories into our bodies, we're also forcibly erasing our past selves. That's why it's called the Hope Restoration Program. So that is the New
Hey.
World Program.
What happens to the people whose avatars died?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up?
God damn it! Damn fucking shit!
Ahem. Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options. If you choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever. Unfortunately, the people who have already died
Why does
will
this
not
make
be
me
able
think
to
of
wake up.
Bleach and Rukia's silly drawings from that series?
Just a thought. What will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that? Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is... What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here?
You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game forever and ever!
Don't be ridiculous. If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap.
But still, is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
You're asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even for?
Right. I'm trying desperately to survive until we can finally leave this place. If we don't get out of here now, all the deaths we've endured will be in vain. I know this, but something's not right. How come Monokuma isn't trying to stop us? Is he really gonna stay quiet and overlook us getting out of this game world? Everything Monokuma did would be pointless too. Not only that, is it really okay for us to believe him? Should we get out or...
I see!
Obviously we're not supposed to yet.
Wait, can we have some time to decide?
Did you get scared like Sonia?
No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange. You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
Makoto, what has happened to you?
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. Just as I thought. There's something wrong with you.
Uh-oh. There it is.
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
Wait, what? I mean, I guess it's technically not...
I
Oh wait,
said
no,
I'm
that
going
was
to save
that.
you guys.
That was a consent. That was not a break.
Why aren't you listening to me?
My bad, my
Let's do what
bad.
he said. I mean, the Future Foundation.
And apparently, we are actually the bad guys.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation. No,
There
that's
it
wrong.
is.
Hold on. Did you say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation? Then how do you explain your actions?
My actions?
I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you.
Shots fired. Future Foundation 14th Division Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep those people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Merely return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of hope-filled future.
In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair, which clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Huh? Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on! We'll deal with that later. Hey, Monokuma, those clues we found were all real, right?
Yes!
That's not the only contradiction. What this Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've already been told. Essentially, I cannot guarantee that there are no issues with the program. To tell you the truth of it... Oh yeah, this is him saying that, you know, there's other ways to get out and stuff like that. To me, those words seem much more real. So the person in front of us is...
Tell me, Makoto Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie!
Okay,
I'm not asking you. I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
Tammy's trying to interfere, then. To prove whether that Makoto Naegi is real or not, I'm gonna shove that in his face.
I can't hear you! Better luck next time! What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you! You're getting all riled up! What are you even talking about? Enough already! That's impossible! Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this?
Alright, I'm trying to focus.
I'm not listening! Ah! Are you sure about this? What are you even
Stupid
talking
negative
about?
time.
I can't hear you!
Seriously.
Better luck next time!
I don't know what exactly their plan for this mechanic was, given the fact Focus completely overrides it.
Punishment is waiting for you! You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not
This is the end! Makoto Naegi, if that's who you really are, then tell me this. Why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle? 11037.
What was that again?
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out?
Who cares? So how about it? Can you even answer?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out. Then you're...
How disappointing! And I thought I was on the right track!
He disappeared? Hey! That guy disappeared!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program, so anything's possible, right?
Then... that was just the work of Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just wanna kill myself!
What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation?
That fake was trying to get us out to the real world. And that's your plan? Is that where your trap is?
Man, they saw right through me! I may as well be invisible.
A trap? What kind of trap did you set? Hey, if you know what's good for you, you better hurry the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now. But if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill ya!
Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end!
Violence is not allowed! This isn't that kind of game! It's a much smarter game, right?
What game? This game is already over!
This game is over? No! I'm not gonna let you finish yet! There's no way this can end before I've even transformed!
Transform?
A transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game?
You mean like 90%
You
of them?
know what game I'm talking about. Final...
Don't say it!
Now then, allow me to show you. I'll
Jose,
skip the
we're
second
gonna
and
get
third
sued.
forms and go straight to my final form!
You better not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pull all your stuffing out.
Final countdown. What? I have a bad feeling about this. The inside of my brain is burning, sizzling. Really bad feeling.
Now then, make sure you burn this ginormous despair you're about to see into your memories! I'm gonna die!
Enough yelling to make DBZ proud. Oh, that's a big Junko. He turns into a Bidoof. She's back!
What's going on?
Am I hallucinating?
I know anything goes here, but this is clearly not fucking okay!
I don't know why, but I love that line. This is clearly not okay.
I see. So that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl. But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small? She's huge! She's way too huge! But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger. You know, that game. Kniferella.
She said it anyway.
Well, she didn't say Bayonetta.
I see. An estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge. Hey, want me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know.
I get fucking crushed!
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. But, too bad, this isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss. So fucking hopeless! This is Monokuma's true identity?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. Oh, you're so mean. Is it just me, or did her personality change?
It's changed
I
twice.
get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, "It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking. You are not bored at all. I got bored of getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
When you're dead, does that mean? This person's true identity? Well, of course we know who it is.
Are you Junko Enoshima?
Did you say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead?
It's true. I did end up dying the last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time. Jeez, stupid. You're the one who made me go. And why is someone who died
Oh my.
here right now? Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego? Exuberance!
We are now an AI. We have transcended humanity.
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit.
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive. And then someone uploaded me into this Neo World program. And that's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
That's insane. This insane bitch is Junko Enoshima? She's responsible for everything. The destruction of Hope's Peak Academy, the destruction of the world. When you took over the Neo World program, forced us to kill each other? That's all this bitch is doing? So what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's
Don't
Junko
get cautious and
Enoshima.
think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here. Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road. So let's all be friends.
Hell no!
Man, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me.
Huh?
Tampered? With the graduation program?
Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens to you when you graduate, right? I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So, I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game. Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks. That's why I decided to resurrect them. This is the new graduation program I'm offering.
Are you serious?
Oh wait, I
Can you
was
really
supposed to
do
say
that?
and I stepped over his lines.
You
Oh
like
god.
real hard, you know? The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted codes. It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in the microwave and nuke it.
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right? By the way,
Yes,
I'll
because
give
we're
you a
just
clue.
we're gonna kill Junko
You
right
guys were always
now.
watching time slip away.
Not like we
at
don't
a
have more
certain
stuff we gotta do
place.
before that happens.
So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that?
We'll be at our mercy. If we can't progress unless we answer, we have no choice but to answer. How long it took Junko Enoshima to modify the graduation program? We were watching how long it took. There was a certain place we were watching was... There it is, Jabberwock Park.
The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with time.
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
How brilliantly wrong! You're totally wrong about that tricky timer.
Wrong? And what was it?
How should I put this? I was just goofing around. I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? It's kind of like superhero cosplayers or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right? It was just for show? In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server? You know those murder
I don't know
mysteries
if I've
where
ever
the
really felt
culprit is really the detective who's
despair at
investigating
getting
the murder?
kicked off a game server for a bit and logging back in or something.
Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect at this stage of the game?
Red herring from despair.
She's seriously messed up.
Well, in a way. The countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough. Please stop.
Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own, you know?
Hey, enough with this pointless crap! Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
You chose death
Like I
by
said,
boobies by now.
It's easy. It's just a game after all.
Just a
Yeah.
game?
Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before. You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real, it becomes real.
The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Fine. I won't worry about it. Hey, who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough.
But if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible.
Anything goes in this world. You've seen that happen so many times already, right?
Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world.
If we go back, what do you get out of it? What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world? As long as we don't know what it is.
Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget. All I want is to put on this graduation performance in a more dramatic way.
Yes,
Well,
that's all
if you
it
doubt
is.
me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
Oh, hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
Of course! We've been working toward that goal for, like, forever!
Because we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
Thus everyone can go back together. So there's no reason to hesitate.
You are right.
Sure
There is
about
no
that.
way we can choose to stay here after all we've been through.
Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip, your will to live is truly ultimate. Wonderful! That's just more reason for you to execute your role as devices. Okay, now let's stop stalling for time
Yes,
with
because
exposition
that's
and
not a
hurry up and
bad
do
sign
it.
when you're the person saying that.
Now then, why don't you guys just go ahead and answer with the touch panel that's in front of you? I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously really gonna do it. You don't have to say, who are you talking to? It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime.
Chump? Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this.
So we just have to press graduate, right?
If we do that, we can go home, right?
Go back. With this, I can finally go back. That's right. With this, we can finally go back. This will be the end. Our friends who died will be saved. That's way beyond what we expected. That's safe to say that this is the good ending. Hey, what are you doing? Side by majority vote. So don't think about it and just press graduate. If you don't, you want to go back home. I don't care if you want to stay here, but don't drag us into it. Hey, don't go. It's repeating. Okay, that doesn't seem to do anything either. Well, I guess we have to press graduate.
I got it!
It's only Makoto again!
This is Junko's trap!
Huh?
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again!
It's not again. This time, it's the real one.
Real? I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
This guy's the real Makoto Naegi? This is the guy I spoke to?
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown. And thus, the main character gallantly appears. So cool! I'm drooling! So much!
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone! And then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all!
I'm drooling! I can't stop my leaking!
How were you able to get here, Makoto?
Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, you must have hacked in with his tricks too, right? That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone!
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Which means you must respect my authority.
I already know the risks of being here.
He spins away.
You always had such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me.
Just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap?
It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully. After all this, I can't let you get in the way.
The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap.
Huh?
She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
Hey, little old me.
Who do we trust?
If you knew Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying.
You know her goal?
Yeah. Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
Despair Restoration Program?
As part of the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create, and upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
What? Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
What the fuck?
Like the real world.
I feel like that's your main role, is to say what the fuck for
It
Yuhiko.
can't be recovered. It's actually impossible to revive them.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear. And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person. The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko, so I know some things that'll make you happy. I can play a version of Peiko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
I said, don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here!
Defy all
After
mankind?
uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world! With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete! That's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah! Our dreams are expanding and...
I swear her voice actress has way too much fun.
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
Then she wasn't able to do that? Was it because there was something she didn't do? And the reason is... School trip rules.
See! I got it.
Yeah, I
It's
probably
because
have
of
a
the
lot
school
of
trip's
fun
rules.
voicing her in all this.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher.
However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
The teacher cannot directly interfere with students.
So, the rules were protecting us?
Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
So you made us kill each other. Because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So that's your trap. You try to make us choose graduate. So you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly? Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know?
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
Could it be, is she talking about them right now? Reserve Corps students.
Are you talking about the Reserve Corps' mass suicide?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the Reserve Corps. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Mass suicide? What's she talking about?
An incident where 2,357 people from the Reserve Corps all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right?
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
Well, what the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
Wrong! That's not it!
But ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped. LOL!
This is nothing
Actually
to
said
LOL
LOL.
about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game. Even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win.
The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Stop it!
It's all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? It was a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings in the class trial? Was that just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs kill each other off? That...
Don't give up
too...
yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here without letting Junko out.
Huh?
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is? Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
Or she's heard of it? It's a way you think Junko doesn't know, right? Get out that Junko doesn't know, it has to be that. Where is it?
I see!
Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop.
And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Huh?
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
The shutdown sequence can't be activated is... not enough people.
I see! Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command?
No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Suddenly, Kyoko and Byakuya are back.
Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this.
Kyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come!
You'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey! What's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remember.
Koto's too lucky for this.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Shut up.
Byakuya!
Byakuya's not
You're alive!
amused.
But you're so skinny now.
You shut up too.
Yeah,
Are you
Byakuya
two
is still Byakuya.
Also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? Yeah, basically saying that, you know, all the people from the first game joined up with them. Tragedy of the Killing School Life was referring
You
to that.
guys are the survivors of the Killing School Life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move! Did you really want to see me that badly?
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate
Isn't
the
Rule
shutdown
34 all
sequence.
across the internet?
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
Chump. You said it again!
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what'll happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
Because there's
Shut
always
down
a
the
catch.
Neo World program. Everything within the program will be deleted. It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program. What does that mean for us? Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program,
We're gonna revert back to our original self before we enter the program. Revert to ultimate despair.
Lose mana coins is one of the options.
does that mean we'll go back to being ultimate despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end!
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
Oh yeah, that's one of the emails I
When
saw
you
earlier.
say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like real nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless? Vanish? Does that include her too? If we lose our memories of this world, we're also gonna forget she ever existed, right? That happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? Where's her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she
Memory's
existed?
not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
We're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
We don't know anything about that past!
Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me,
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough! My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing. When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair, and your dead friends will never be revived, and the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win? All right! Things are starting to heat up!
This isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
Only 'cause it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake. There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people. Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
The outcome is the killing school life? Do I have to remember what occurred here? Junko learned the method. Connecting those dots, there should be an answer there, and looks like we're in a logic dive. Time to Tony Hawk. I swear this one is like 90% exposition. I could have sworn we had a lot more like non-stop debates, etc. the first game that we have in this one. Tunnel Vision Simulator 2017. Oh, let me guess. Yep, I knew it. And hello, Kiba. You suddenly coming busting in here. What's up with that, puppy? Thought I could actually swap using that, but I guess not, right, Kiba? And I get distracted by Kiba. How could you do this to me, Kiba? Roll yourself.
Oh.
Junko want to lure, that would be... Oh. Nope, no, not the headmaster. Yeah, I swear sometimes it takes longer to read that than they give you time to decide on all the options. And Kiba. Oh, dang it, let me guess. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a repeat, except we don't really get to see what's ahead. Question 2. And of course, the killings was the lure. No, it was really a glitch. Glitch in the Matrix. Crap, nap. How many times are you gonna make me do the same thing over and over again, game? What did Junko use to force them to watch the killing? They all look the oh wait, no, some of them were misspellings. One was surveillance caramels.
It's all coming together. Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
Surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous killing school life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the killing school trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras!
No, you will never become queen.
Sure did.
I don't know why, by the way you said that, it's
I'll
funny.
never be queen now! Please forget what you saw!
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside.
Yakuya X Sonya.
As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Sick twisted things did she
Of
do?
course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
Well, what can we say? She likes to be called Queen.
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please! That sounds as though
we wanted to come to this world of our own free will. But that's precisely the truth. You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program to provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime. That's right. The reason the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this!
Thank you! It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
we do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate! Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
Option to graduate and repeat,
But
and the
that's
teacher
not
has to
all,
approve.
right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
This fat Byakuya, he was more pitchy. Yeah, the teacher's final decision.
I see! As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
Yep.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that. All too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
For some reason, we're focusing on Big Junko back there.
Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
crush you with despair? Such ecstasy!
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Ah, wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Mastermind?
Mastermind! Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well. Let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru Kamakura?
I've heard it before. The person was called the Ultimate Hope, but it shouldn't be all he was. I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. So I recall that person was the founder of the Academy.
I see!
Izuru Kamakura? Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The future foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko Enoshima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
What? I am... what?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Huh?
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
Plot
You're
twist!
Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru...
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru is that Ultimate Hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamakura? And suddenly we're in a non-stop debate.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along! Ultimate Hope!
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent?
Shoot it already!
In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata! I've always had that name ever since I was born!
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Too late!
Could it be created Hope?
It might be Izuru.
Is it? Ah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Good news, even though you were he had a talent all—
How can someone have such an amazing— In order to hide it, was he hidden in the—
Then Hajime's... There's no doubt I've always had that name. Then Izuru is your...
Hey, you weren't lying to—
I do not want any more lab...
Could it be created hope?
That must be it! Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
Metal
A
Gear!
while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Yes, I say Metal Gear when characters repeat something that was just said.
Create?
Let's face it, everyone knows Metal Gear for that.
For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent. From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else. You still don't get it. You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb.
Of course you would admire it.
By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that? But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised. All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions? Thoughts? Hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory? It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
he'll disappear.
Disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Going to disappear? Disappear, 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 disappear.
Ah, great. Someone smacked the machine upside the head again. It's glitching out. Oh, and apparently he also had one hell of a head of hair. No matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead.
Really? Don't really understand, but I guess we had to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again?
There's no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talents, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me.
You really don't play along, do you?
Hajime?
Was that me? No, that's not me!
Wait, don't say that or else the shadow will attack.
That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try. Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
I do? Oh, I can be saved? As I recall... Nope. I remember repeat being something that comes up in here.
I see. I just need to choose graduate then.
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is...
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope? Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate. It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think? And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much. Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Hold on!
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way. As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories, and everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living. Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair.
What shall we do?
You're asking us? You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
If everyone can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
If our memories up
Apparently
until now
shutdown sequence is the only thing we
disappear,
have.
I will not even remember
Also, our stats are going
the reason
completely haywire
everybody
over there.
died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but I want to see Pekka one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that. This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I just realized we don't even have a timer
I know,
here.
but
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
Oh, can't even shoot. Wait, what? Memory, hope or despair. They're telling us to choose? Choose between that? Why? Why do we have to choose? Uh-oh. I can fix this.
I can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
how much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own. Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future! Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's...
And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez. Once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that. But the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine. I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever, and ever 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 and...
It's Junko's special attack, the Spider Beam! Okay then. Okay.
Right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
Oh, get you anything.
All right! A game race.
And with this,
Bad
the
ending.
world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like...
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us!
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right, let's party!
I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability.
Just leave the BGM to Ibuki. Hey, can I take a
That's
picture
all
to
the
commemorate this?
fault of my horrible first-person shooter
by the
skills.
sight of my prowess? I've prepared you a training regiment.
Ooh, if you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
After all this time?
What's this again? Oh, well, there's no need to think about it.
All right!
And with this, the world will continue.
An eternal game utopia sounds like
Remember how
fun.
we're supposed to do this.
All right!
And with this, the world.
An eternal
Oh,
game
wait, I think I
utopia.
remember.
It's fine to stay.
Young master.
Yay!
Yes, there's...
And with this, Junko.
All right!
I'm gonna showcase my...
Just leave the BG.
Hey, can I
I
take...
think
What
we
to
just
be
need to
on by the-
leave
I've
through this a
prepared
couple
you
times.
Should I begin with a...
That's not it.
There it is.
You guys aren't part of the game, right?
Oh, dang it. Accidentally shot and didn't get to
And with
actually...
this, the world.
An eternal
Copy
game...
it, dang
I guess
it.
it's fine to stay.
Young master.
Yay!
Yes, there's a...
And with this, Junko.
All right!
I'm gonna showcase my...
Just leave the BG.
Hey, can I take...
What to be awed by the... I've prepared you a...
Ooh,
Should I
To
begin
get
with a...
around to it again.
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
all right!
And with this, the world will.
An eternal game utopia.
This world.
See, Rion's PFS?
Who are you?
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up? Telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose.
I got so bad with FPS, it became a new category PFS.
Someone like me, I'm just not able to choose.
Would that be
Seriously.
poor
I've
friggin'
had
shooting?
enough.
I don't know.
Tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand. Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too.
Oops.
Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear. As long as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right, but
You're probably just scared, right? Not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
yeah. I'm obviously terrified of that.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Huh?
Jackie's added up to here with your shit.
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself. If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world. So it's going to be alright. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
Hey, Chiaki. Can you tell me something? Which choice should I make? My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility, too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
But if you can't choose either future, why don't you just create one?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this isn't a game, right?
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Help?
Oh, that's a lot of
talent at all.
Zurus there.
I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See? If you just do it, things will turn out okay.
It's only one Chiaki.
You should even be able to create the future.
Of course, we gotta copy that. So it's totally uncool.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy.
Shoot all the things!
I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Even so, not mine. Even so, I can't choose the future. Even so,
No matter what kind of future
Holy
it
crap,
is,
actual animation.
as long as you guys
Man,
move
this is
toward
this.
it, I will never disappear. Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future, even if it's a convenient miracle. If you just do it, things will turn out okay. That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got.
Game. Oh gosh, Versace.
I'll be cheering for you too.
That reminds me. I forgot to say it again.
Mastery button!
The memories we made here disappear. I will not even remember
Gotta fix that HUD.
why everyone died.
Just keep jamming on it.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Becca one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
Oh, hey, we're finally back to this stuff.
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
Oh,
If the memories we made here disappear,
okay, yeah, I have to keep on pressing it.
I will not even remember why everyone died.
Oh, come on!
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy
Is it?
will
Oh,
start
no, it
once
is
again.
actually just holding the button. Okay, never mind.
I want to see Becca one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair,
Making a long bullet
we
there.
might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember why everyone died.
Shoot
If we
all
don't
the
rid
things
world of
automatically.
despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Becca one more time.
If we turn back into we might be killed by the Future.
This is your responsibility.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future
Shoot all the
Foundation.
They're
things!
both hope and they're both. A conclusion will never be.
No, that's wrong!
Oh, looks like Hajime just went Super Saiyan. Holy crap, he's even glowing.
There will probably be a lot of despair, too. I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
Oh, rebuttal showdown, I guess.
You despair because you yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes.
I have
and cover
infinite
your
cuts
ears.
too.
Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is gonna continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let anyone choose again!
Oh, now we have a panic talk action. Guess we're just beating the crap out of Junko in every way we can.
You have no argument. There's no hope. Just give up already. A miracle won't happen. There's this crappy feeling. I don't want anything. Izuru! You have no argument. The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You're not hope. I don't want to lose anything. The future will make you suffer. You have no argument. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do
That's
anything.
wrong!
No, that's wrong.
Dances to the rhythm.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this all of a sudden?
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
Huh? But
don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence,
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want.
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else!
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time, correct? I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move. When I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea. It was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it. Like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light. It was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right? Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
And of course, now everybody
aware
gets to
it
have
might
their
be an
little
act
bit
of
here.
Suicide. There's no telling how this will play out, but I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about
I guess
complicated
Fuyuhiko
stuff.
had a much shorter one.
There's someone strong worth fighting. I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Man, this sure is getting annoying again, but if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible! That can't be hope! It's not even despair! What is this?!
Hajime, everyone, thank you.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
I bet you that 09 one there is that Hangman's Gambit.
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we are the ones who are going to create.
But apparently the summons Usami. I guess Usami just really wants her to taste the rainbow.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair. is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess
Even Byakuya doesn't know.
it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but
Hajime, why are your
even
eyes
if we
glowing like
awaken
that?
in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all
I'll
my
remember
might
you
and
every
remember.
time I drink a soda.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
So this is the end, but it's just the beginning, isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. Can't help feeling scared, so scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere, 'cause we're all friends after all.
Game over. Okay. Alrighty. Before the credits roll, I gotta go feed the keeper. He's giving me that look, so I'll be right back so we can actually properly watch the finale without that hanging over my head. So be right back, guys.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so let's finally finish this properly. So the incident came to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality is about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then, I guess we should get going.
Hey, Makoto. Is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me, so I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
No, the possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
Strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Or Makoto.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished. We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go.
Actually, isn't she currently trapped on the Toa Island until everything gets resolved?
We must create our own futures, too.
And again, I think that one came after 2, I think, as I recall.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably going to be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere. But it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
Apparently he had a haircut after he woke up.
My future lies here.
The day before the future. And that's the end of Danganronpa 2. Finally, we got through it all, and now we can actually get to the third game that just came out. Lord knows I've been doing everything I can to resist the urge to play that lately. I did play through the first chapter to see some of the new mechanics and stuff like that, but that's all I did. Everything else is going to be pretty much blind. Not entirely certain what I should say here, given the fact I've already given a summation of how much I liked this game before, but whatever. Guess I can always just shut up, let the credits play out, and I think there's the post-credit scene too. And then after that's all said and done, I'm gonna go play some more Gundam Versus after the stream is done. So, thanks to everybody who came on out, and thanks to, well, people who come all throughout the Danganronpa streams. Hopefully y'all join me tomorrow when we get to the latest game. But, well, that's it for me, and I'm signing out here, so see you guys later. In a more hopeful / despair-ridden future. We'll see. Later.
Danganronpa.